like the ocean, deep ocean is so deep, but the waves on the surface is very wavy. So the waves are very high and low and middle, and waves can be very disturbing, because it goes up and down and low. But the ocean, deep ocean is, wave doesn't exist in the deep ocean. So the waves are the surface, and very surface actually, very superficial. So this idea is that the outer manifestation of the Maya or gross world is one aspect, is inner center or inner self, which are aloof, aside, joyful, blissful, maintains that attribute all the time, day and night, morning, evening, low and high. So they don't fluctuate. The common mistake is when even the wise man, when he attached, then it is, but the whole world is caught into that disconnecting. They are not aware of their true self, so they what body and mind they consider true self. Like vast majority of people, they see their photo and passport, and that's me. But that's not the individual. That somehow identification is widely legally accepted, and you start believing something which you are not. And that is what the world represents, that Maya represents manifestation. You start believing something which you are not, and you have a hard time recognizing your true self. And that's why these superficial waves are disturbing many times. When things happen in outer world, material things happens physically or emotionally or some other factors, some so-called profession or business or so-called friends, so-called relatives, so-called community, society, politics, the world, the marketplace, all those things are outer manifestation of Maya. And they are all whole, everybody seems to get caught into that. But the wise man knows this, and therefore even this Ram had to play the role. But Ram knew who he was, and Sita knew who she was, yet they played the role so perfect. And who could have suffered more than Ram and Sita? 14 years of walking, where no human help was available. Only the animals helped. And that is also the message, that animals are not less important than human. That's another aspect of importance of non-human being. They are no inferior. That also the message is given loud and clear, that they are part of the wholeness of creation, and they are this forest and environment and animals, they're all part of the whole. And in the entire 14, very hardly human was interacted with Ram, mainly animals and plants and environment and all that. That is a great message too. So the wise man knows the truth, or wise woman knows the truth, whereas the little man or woman does not know the truth. So little man or woman suffers unnecessary the wise man and woman knows the truth. Therefore, it may be seemingly suffering. It's like someone deliberately creates pain to see how much pain I can. Like when you go and take bath in the cold river, it's not pleasant, but you can see what pain is. You want to experience pain, so you know it is all act. You are a temporary pain. It's your free will. Or when you go on fast, and then hunger strikes, then you know is pain, what pain is. Because, but you are in control of hunger because you have done it at your own free will. Or when you have long walk and the walk can become sometime when you get thirsty and tired, then you know what physical pain is. But it's on your free will, you know it's not lasting forever. Very soon you go home and have a cup of tea or cook cake. So that is the difference between the wisdom and not having wisdom. But the serious thing is when one is affected, outer things, what manifests outside, in family or in profession or in business or all variety of things. So when one starts identifying oneself with those person or object that we are discussing, person or object. Objects are also person. So then when we start expecting the object to give us joy, but object cannot give you joy. And when you expect person to give you joy, and the person is not capable of, by its own ignorance, then cannot give you joy. So this is the mistake common mistake one does, seeker. Of course, ignorant people, we are not talking about them because they are perpetual in ignorance. So we are not talking about them. Those who feel pain and pleasure a little bit. You get drunk, so you feel pleasure, and when the alcohol goes, then you feel pain. The normal life we are not talking about. We are talking those who are in between, in betweener. So then forgetting that true identity of true self, because it's a mind can create a lot of phobia and may not be true, but mind perceives. May be true, may not be true, but perception of mind is so strong. But one mind can accept that whatever happens, one is protected. Then most of the suffering is gone. But one has a fear, what will happen, what will happen. This what will happen phobia, it creates some kind of instant pain and suffering. What pain and suffering comes and goes. It's like a little wind blows and comes and goes. But the mind can create this phobia and one get caught into that phobia, the wind of phobia, one suffers. So it's important to remember that not identification. And of course, there's so many methods are there, mantras are there. Then intention, you can set the intention. Some of the mantra I have given you, Jai Vidhi Hoera Nathit Mora Karam Sudegi. Please do what is the best for me. Similar mantra which you are trying to invoke the energy that at least give that knowledge and awareness. So one sees the truth. because this is the darkness and light is parallel. So pain and suffering and joy, happiness, parallel journey. So that is important to remember all those things and remember and apply, and not get caught into this outer manifestation, because knowing that so many people are caught. And I mean, I'm not saying they also have a moment of happiness when they celebrate life. When they have light part, they are happy. When they have dark part, then they are unhappy. So I'm not saying normal people don't have happiness. They do. Without knowing that when they associate with the light part, they are happy. When they associate with dark part, they are unhappy. Somebody can call you and tells you on telephone, somebody can call you telephone and say somebody else talking bad about you, and you get all out of order. Whether somebody says or not says, that's a different thing. But somebody can create so much pain and suffering within you. It's amazing. Power. Somebody has power over you. So because you have forgotten that this is the nature of manifestation of normal thing, it is nothing unusual. This is nothing new. But identification with mind, with the dark side, the wrong side of, then but if one remembers or reminds oneself, you look, this is all a ploy to get you going. So, I mean, so many examples, not only one, so many examples that pain and suffering, in actual pain, suffering, whatever happens. But the phobia created before, prelude, is amazing. But whatever happens, and all what you need is to take precaution and do everything from your side, practically or metaphysically. So metaphysically you can do, spiritually you can do a lot. So if you are prepared, and then your defense system is strong. Like when your body is strong, then you can cope with any infection. When your body is weak, then a little bit of infection can put you down, devastate your health. So that is a very fine line between sort of reminding I am deep ocean, I am not waves. I am solid mountain like Himalaya. Let the rain and snow and wind thrash me. I am not superficial part. I am that deep mountain. So that's why the knowledge plays the role. That's why the wisdom and knowledge has a role in life, because then they give you extraordinary Shakti, power to sort of diffuse the missile. Missile is coming to you at a fastest speed, and how it will diffuse your missile. So by the time they come to you, it falls on the ground. They don't touch you even. They can come with a speed where you can see they're coming. But you should have a diffusing power. So by the time they come near you, you are shielded. You are so protected that they fall down in front of you with nothing. And that's what the spirituality, knowledge and wisdom should do. If that doesn't do the job, then I'm not saying give up, but I'm saying strive. Keep trying. They were giving up.